I'm going to make a cake today, and it's a beautiful walnut cake, una torta di noci. What's beautiful about that, it's not done with any flour. I use breadcrumbs instead of flour. So if you're, for instance, gluten intolerant, you can use breadcrumbs from your gluten-free bread, for instance. So what I have is, I have 300 grams of sugar, and I use caster sugar, but the raw one, raw caster sugar, and fresh breadcrumbs, 180 grams. I've got some ricotta, which is 200 grams of ricotta, 100 grams of unsalted butter, 200 grams of walnuts, which I have toasted on the stove, and 6 organic eggs, and an organic lemon, and I'll just grind the rind. Then there is a little bit of cinnamon and some nutmeg. So these are the ingredients. What I will do is I will put the walnuts into the food processor, and I'm going to grind them up with half the sugar. So that'll make it like a beautiful semolina type consistency. So the walnuts and half the sugar, just roughly, like this. So I'm going to grind this up. I have buttered a spring form, and this is about 23 centimeters. What I do is I take 1 tablespoon of breadcrumbs, put that in, and then just do this. I'll just sort of whiz it around like that, so the breadcrumbs will stick to the surface. Put that away. You turn your oven on to 180 degrees. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 100 grams of unsalted butter and the rest of the sugar, and I will put it in the mixer, and I'll beat it until it's beautifully and creamy, light and creamy. So the butter is beating and it's becoming beautifully and white and fluffy. And I take the eggs, and what I do is I break the white, I separate them. So the white goes in one of the bowls. And I add 1 egg yolk at a time to the butter mix. And the last one. There we go. Then I add a pinch of salt, and I always add salt to the cakes and sweet things because it brings out the flavor. So just a little pinch, that's all. Okay, now to this mixture, I'm going to add the ricotta. So this is 200 grams ricotta. And then I'm going to grate the rind of the organic lemon. I put the spices in, which is a bit of cinnamon, maybe half a teaspoon, and then a few grind of, I was going to say betel nut, of nutmeg. And that gives it again a really nice flavor. I add the walnut mix and the breadcrumbs. And then I just let it go just a few minutes longer so that it's well mixed together. That's it. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to beat the egg whites. They have to be quite stiff but not dry. And now what I will do is I will mix the mixture with the walnuts and the eggs together with the egg whites. Now the oven has been preheated to 180 degrees, and the cake has to go in for roughly 35 to 40 minutes. You just have to check and touch it and see whether it sort of springs back when you touch it with the finger. And this cake is very delicious to eat, for instance, in the afternoon with a tea or a coffee, or if your grandchildren come and visit, like they've just come and visited me. So when the cake will be ready, we can eat it all together. Now you pour the mixture into the tin, and then just sort of spread it out evenly. Voila, that's it. Hi Luli, how are you?
Good.
Now look what I've made for you. Come and have a look. Be careful, it's very, very hot.
Torta Di Noci.
Hey, you recognized it, did you? Clever boy. Look, be careful, it's very, very hot. Watch out, I put it here.
Looks yummy.
Ooh, it smells good, doesn't it? Yeah. Huh? Be careful, it's hot. Now, just do that around. Let's see whether it comes out well or whether it's going to stick
And pop.
and pop.
Bubblegum.
Oh. Guardiamo, 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 guardiamo la torta. Aspetta, look good? E come si chiama questa qui? Si chiama la torta?
Di Noci.